The GEPF has observed a new trend where GEPF members within the retirement age of 55 to 60 years are opting for resignation benefits instead of retirement benefits. While the GEPF encourages members to choose retirement and receive lifelong benefits, it seems that the financial advisors in the insurance industry are encouraging this behavior. These advisors target potential retirees to transfer their benefits into annuity funds, likely driven by their desire to earn commissions. The following discussions with Mr. Brian Karidza, GEPF Benefits and Actuarial Services Head, seeks to compare GEPF retirement benefits to benefits offered by industry peers. This exercise is intended to provide GEPF members with holistic information to enable them to make an informed decision and know the pros and cons of their decisions. Mr. Karidza, nice chatting to you, sir. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you this morning?
Very well, very well. So, I mean, this sounds like a very important issue. Why is it important?
You rightly put it. It is a very important issue. Let's just take a step back. What is the role of a pension fund?
Yeah.
Why do people join a pension fund? Mm-hmm. It is to secure their retirement when they're no longer able to work. We want our members to draw on an income which can sustain them when they are old age, when they're no longer working.
And what is the difference between retirement and resignation?
Okay, so let's maybe take a step back. Let's just look at the typical career of a person. You join a job maybe in your early 20s, you work throughout up until you reach your old age. And then once you reach your, what we refer to as a normal retirement age, you stop working and start drawing from your pension fund. We call that a retirement. However, we are in a modern world where people do not stay in one job for the rest of their lives. So at some point, they might decide to switch jobs, leave one employer and join the other. When they do that, that is a resignation. And if they're joining an employer which has a separate pension fund, it means they have to draw benefits from that pension fund. And we call that a resignation benefit.
So let's go to the private sector as well, because part of what we've addressed today is the advice that some of the members get from financial advisors in the private sector. Let's compare products now, what you offer as GEPF and what they offer. Is it apples to apples, or are you offering far much more than what they offer?
Well, without being biased, I can safely say that in the end, you're better off staying within the fund. So maybe let's go into a bit more detail.
Yeah.
So what happens if someone who's close to retirement resigns? They're going to get a lump sum from the GEPF. And this lump sum is going to be taxed at a higher rate because it will be taxed at the withdrawal tax tables, which are scheduled by SARS. And these are at higher rates than what would be taxed if you stayed in the fund and retired at your normal retirement age. You're now going to take this amount, use it to buy either a living or life annuity. So let's maybe look at a living annuity, since that's the one that causes the most anxiety for us. The member has now saved the benefit they got from the GPF. They've paid tax on it. They've passed it on to an insurer. The insurer says, okay, thank you for this amount. How much do you want to withdraw each year? Or what percentage of your fund do you want to withdraw each year? And this will be your regular income. That's what they call the drawdown rate. And then now we're going to compare whatever you draw each year compared to what you would get as a pension from the GEPF. That will now become comparing apples with apples. Now, why did I say that the GPF will give you higher benefits? An insurer is a third party. An insurer is not an NGO. They're a profit-seeking organization. In whatever product they're giving you, there's a loading for profit margins. Whereas within the fund, we are not a profit-seeking organization. Whatever you give us, whatever you've contributed, it's going to be given back to you. Whatever we've promised you as a pension, it's going to be paid to you. So if everything else was the same, what you get from an insurer and what you'd get from a pension fund, the pension fund would always give you something higher because there are no margins for profit loading. In addition to that, insurers also have to cover a wider base of expenses compared to a pension fund. So already, when you compare like for like, you're in a better off position with staying within a pension fund than outsourcing to an insurer. What we've seen from our investigations is if you stay within the fund and you continue to draw the pension from the fund, over a longer period, if you look at over 10 years or so, you're not only going to benefit from higher pension increases overall, but you're going to benefit from the gratuity or the lump sum you get when you retire if you're to invest it. Whether you invest it with in a banker, in a savings account, or any other form of investment. If we look at those total amounts and compare to what you would get in the private sector, we've seen that GEPF benefits give you on average 25% higher than what you'd get by resigning and choosing to purchase an annuity product from an insurer.
Yeah, and 25% is quite substantial.
It's quite a lot. And this is ignoring your funeral benefits. This is ignoring your post-retirement medical aid subsidies. If we then consider those benefits as well, our benefits are actually closer to 33% higher than what you'd get. So remember, if you go the private sector route, you're going to get this pension, you're going to get this annuity product. That annuity product has to cover your day-to-day expenses, which includes your medical aid expenses with no subsidy. But we are saying we're giving you already a higher pension plus a subsidy for these medical aid premiums. And that translates to a better benefit.
No, I think you've simplified it. I think members can be sure now that you've explained and you gave us a breakdown in terms of the differences between what you offer and what the private sector offers. And I'm sure members now can see the difference. But as we round off this discussion, are there any other aspects that you want to cover as we conclude?
Yeah, so it's just a reminder to our members that the fund exists for you. We want to ensure that you retire comfortably. So where possible, please stay within the fund. If you do desire to diversify your pension income, when you reach your retirement age, you get a lump sum benefit as well. You can use that to purchase the annuity products, but you're better off staying with the fund than resigning and cashing in on the benefits. That will be my conclusion.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.